Okay, time to take a look at the VEVOR Hitch bike rack. And this is the 160-pound version, which is good for me because my bike weighs 80 pounds. So we got our wheel support, and this is kind of a flat black color. Nice and big and heavy duty. I like to got everything individually wrapped so you got to worry about it smashing around in shipment. And it has what looks like pretty simple instructions. We got our hardware, and it's got a couple of locking pins, so these are excellent to see, because that means we're going to be able to fold this thing up without having to worry about tools. So this is our main bracket, and the thing I like to see about this is that it is fully welded. This isn't just tack welded, and fairly thick metal on here. I think this is about an 1/8 inch. So this should be plenty strong enough to hold those 160 pounds. So we got our 4 bolts, and we got a bunch of washers, which I found in another bag. Washer, and the lock nut. And these are nylon lock nuts, which is excellent, so that means we don't have to worry about those things backing out. And these are both 17 millimeter. And then for this, we got a pin. That'll just slip in through the back to hold that in place. So now we are going to put these on, and for that we got these blocks. These are going to help to make sure that we're not scratching anything up. They just kind of clamp around it like that. So it's got kind of a channel cut out, and we're just going to use this to drop it in there. Then we'll take our carriage bolt. It's got a little square on the bottom, so that will press in from the bottom. The square will help it to lock in. Then we take lock washer, and the thumb nut. So this, we can slide it back and forward depending on the size of the bike. We got it where we want it, and we can lock that down. So here we got our bottom brace, and again, nice full welds on here. So when we're putting this in, we've got a rounded side right here, and we've got a square side on this side. We want the rounded side to be facing away. We're going to take our long bolt with a washer, put a washer on the other side, and our nylon lock nut. Now because that was on the rounded side, this thing can rotate. And hold that in place is this pin. That just kind of pushes in and then clips on the other side. And we're going to take our last long bolt. Same thing, the washer on both sides and the nylon lock nut. And then this pin, do the same thing. And then last up, we got our hooks. So we got a short one and we got a tall one. So the short one is going to go on the top. That way if you got 2 bikes that are the same size, you'll still be able to clip both of them down. I like the height that I'm getting off of the ground with this. So that's going to make sure that I don't have to worry about mud kicking up on my bikes from underneath. This is going to go through here, and it's going to lock onto the hitch. And this little bar is going to go behind the hitch to make sure that it cannot back off. In the picture they have that show going the other way around, so the loop goes over the top, but I've got this little thing in the way, so I just put it on like that. Always good having that extra bit of security though, because we don't want to have our bikes falling off. The way this would work is we pull this pin, and we can fold that down. We can do it either way. We put our pin back in there, and we have to worry about this thing unfolding on itself. Pull this pin, and we can fold the whole thing up. Cool. So if we're not using our bikes all the time, we can kind of just fold that guy right up. But when we want to use our bikes, that goes back. And if we have a sedan or an SUV, something like that, we can pop this pin and give ourselves a little bit more access to the back. See if I can lift this monstrosity. There we go. Cool. Now we can kind of fine tune all the dimensions. So even with this oversized 80-pound bike, I can still hold that thing no problem. They also gave us a handful of these straps and a little rope. So we take that and tie that through these loops and make sure everything is locked down nice and secure. So yeah, that is a pretty awesome rack.